The Dallas Mavericks scouting report was tucked nicely underneath their hotel rooms, and somebody took it. Now, the report had some juicy intel on the San Antonio Spurs, but what blew me away was how closely the Mavs players executed the leaked scouting report. Now, the first thing that caught my eye in the report was the disrespect for Zach Collins. The Mavs used the term elephant to highlight players who can be targeted on defense, aka slow white guy. Check it out here as the Mavs put him in a pick and pop. Collins is in drop coverage and slow to recover to his check. Again, the Mavs setting screens to put the elephant onto ball handlers. I love how Luka slows the pace down, causing Collins to recover back to his man. Look again how this was a really terrible decision with Hardaway on the floor. The move actually causes the two Spurs defenders to screen each other, creating a gap to attack. Now, sometimes the Mavs actually forced it a bit too much, attacking him as Josh Green gets him to lift on the pump, but Zach does a great job recovering on this play. The consistency on this one was beautiful, as it says that Collins is a capable but low volume shooter. Now look how each of these closeouts are very soft, so disciplined, as the Mavericks are more than okay to live with a slightly contested three, as he ended up actually going 0 for 4. This is when things get interesting. Check out the bolded note here for Wemby. Kyrie gets Collins switched onto him. What the heck is he gonna do? Attack. But watch Victor Wembanyama come in to get his first ever career block. The Mavs here attacking the elephant again, but they now use Wemby's strength against him, as he can't help himself from coming into the lane. Check this again, as this is all by Jason Kidd's design. It looks like Wemby will be a strong side help defender with three Spurs stacked together, but the Mavs run a double drag screen and the Spurs instantly go from 3 down to 1, which completely confuses the rotations. The key to defending someone tall like Wemby is to do work early and be physical. Nobody is obviously blocking his shot, so you need to be physical in his shot pocket to make things as tough as you can. Here we can see Kleber with his hand in that shot pocket forcing a turnover, then Grant Williams, the Giannis stopper, being a pest. That forces a pass and we get a beautiful post up by our main man, Zach Collins, who goes up with the up and under. Might have seen that in the report. Now, one thing Wemby always does is leak out after contesting a shot. Then look at how he seals his man to get that dunk. Now, if you're known to be a bad defender, the details really matter. Here, Kyrie lets Sochan get to his bread and butter, the drive, but he forces him to his weak hand. As you can see, Jeremy tried desperately to get back to his right. Scouting report works. Jeremy Sochan shot 24% last season from deep, and the Mavs used that intel to blow this play up here, initially adding extra help at the nail, going under screens, and collapsing on that roll man. Woo! And great defense here by Derek Lively, almost forgetting not to over close out. This helps him to protect the paint perfectly. I love the nickname for Devin Vassell, Laser. It says we need to get him inside the three-point line as they force him into a charge right here. Look how tight they are playing him on the perimeter, fighting over screens and showing fairly high with the big, making him go 1 for 6 for 3. But sports is all about problem solving, and Vassell countered this perfectly, attacking the coverage. My gosh, look at where he can put that ball. Remember where I showed this play where the Mavs blew it up when they were using Sochan? Now the Spurs actually swapped the action for Vassell. As you can see, he forces the defenders over the screens this time. That's a great coaching adjustment, and Vassell went 8 for 11. And this play had the Mavericks looking insanely confused whose fault this coverage was for. We have Caden Johnson with the ball, who is a shooter, so he needs to be chased off the line. My friends, if you were coaching, whose fault is this? Should Luka Doncic have gone inside as a weak side defender, but he is guarding Sochan? Should there have been strong side help? Kleber, maybe, is he a little bit too tight on Collins? What should he have done here? Whose fault is this? Because without James Harden on the floor, there's nobody to blame.